There is a reason I don't call myself a motivational speaker even when I inspire people. People know me as Mr. Inspiration. I speak to people to inspire them every day. It's part of what I do. However, I do not refer to myself as a motivational speaker, and this is the reason. In Uganda and in the rest of East Africa, when people hear of a motivational speaker, they think of someone who is unrealistic, someone who earns only from talking, from speaking, even when they do not have an actual business or investment. Now, I did not want to be that. The mentorship I've got from people like Patrick Bitatude, Professor Peter Kaseneni, Dr. Edward Kazire, they have taught me to make sure I am always having goods and services, especially those that can earn me money when I am not present. That is what we refer to as passive income. Income that you do not sweat for. You do not put in a lot of time and energy and hours in order to earn. So much as I inspire people, people know me as Mr. Inspiration. I speak to people almost on a daily basis. I'm inspiring people. Sometimes I go out to organizations, to NGOs, to businesses, to churches, to schools and other institutions to inspire people. But I did not do that as my job. I make sure I have proper sources of income, and then I inspire people, not as a source of income, but as a passion. That's why I run a restaurant, Obunuzi Restaurant. Thanks to all of you who have visited us in our new premises. We are now at Moil Fuel Station in Wandegea, that is opposite YMCA Gate. Between YMCA and Wandegea Police, that's where Moil is. When you reach there, you'll find us. I also thank those that have supported World of Inspiration Properties by buying houses and plots from us. I thank those that have bought our publications, World of Inspiration Publications. That's my oldest business, and I'm so happy for those that have read my books, those authored by me and those published by me. Back to the topic. I wanted to make sure that when I inspire you, you can see my own story, what I'm doing, the businesses I'm doing, how I start them, how I grow the capital, how I deal with the challenges of debt and loans and salaries, how I deal with the cash flow, such that when I succeed and you look up to me, then you can believe that it is possible to succeed in Uganda. I do not want to inspire you with words alone, because words fade. Inspiration coming only from words can fade after some time. It's like bathing. You have to keep bathing in order to stay clean. So you need inspiration in terms of words. You need to be motivated, but you also need real ideas, practical skills. When I speak about business, I will tell you businesses that I have done, how I am doing them, and how they are succeeding. I know how to deal with the customer. Sometimes I stand at the entrance of Obunuzi Restaurant and I welcome customers. I serve them food. I clean the tables. I know how to handle employees. There are those that are complicated, those that are emotional, those that will get annoyed easily. There are those that are always excited, always happy. I know how to inspire them, how to motivate them. So when I'm telling you about business, I'm telling you what I am doing. I know how to deal with the fear. There is always fear that comes to every entrepreneur, no matter how successful they are. Because you'll engage in projects of millions, hundreds of millions, billions, and yet you do not see the cash. But you have ideas, and you have to believe that they can actually work. So when you take a step of faith and you engage in an idea, there is always that fear that comes. What if it doesn't work? What if I take this loan and fail to pay it? What if I employ 30 people and fail to pay them? That fear always comes to every entrepreneur. I know how to deal with it. I know how to raise myself up when I collapse. In the entrepreneurship journey, there are always those moments when you find what you started has come back to the ground. But you have to move on. I know how to lift myself up. I know how to inspire myself and keep smiling and motivated even when I'm going through challenges. And I also know how to enjoy success, that when I succeed, I will not get so excited. There are people who get excited. He has gotten a deal of 10 million shillings and he thinks he is now the king of money. Goes to bars, buys for people booze, everyone, even those who don't want. He forces them to drink. Someone earns 50 million shillings and immediately changes the car. And perhaps even marries another wife. And then in a short time, you find this person is struggling, borrowing from everywhere. When I inspire you from my experience. I don't want to talk to you about things in Europe, in America, in the Middle East. I want to tell you about what is working for me here in Uganda and what is not working. And I will tell you why it is not working in my life and why what is working is working. And normally, when I inspire you, I don't tell you about only the rosy part only. I also tell you about the challenges. Many people think business is something you go into 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, you make a lot of profits. But the reality on the ground is that actually it takes about 10 years to build a business. For it to begin bringing profit almost effortlessly, it takes about 10 years. In one of my videos on this YouTube channel, I've talked about the 10,000 hour rule. Please search for it. I've also talked about the 10-year cycle of money. Look for those videos. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Robert Bakay Tumhaise. Bakay is short for Bakeshabira Ruhanga Higurubereze Mikono Africa Miansubagaruka Bamusima. I'm always happy to speak to you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video on your WhatsApp, Facebook. Share it on Twitter, on LinkedIn. Let many people watch this. Please, I'll remind you, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an inspirational doer. I do things. God bless you.